petrol station where the fire came so close this morning here in Dural. Now the business centre, which you can see just over here, went up in flames at around 2 a.m. this morning. A pet store was the first store here to raise an alarm. Now that triggered off about 100 firefighters who arrived at the scene and about 20 fire trucks to battle this blaze. Now earlier, thick black smoke was billowing out of the building and it smelt quite toxic. Now that's because there are a number of tyre centres in this area. Now I've already spoken to one of the owners who's completely lost his business. He says that $750,000 has just gone up in flames literally this morning, and he's had the business for around 30 years. Now other business owners will be waking up this morning to find out a similar story. There are a number of businesses in this centre that have just been completely destroyed. Now you can probably see just here on my right all of the smashed, broken glass. You can see firefighters still with their hoses just inside, just mopping up the remnants of this blaze. Now I spoke to the petrol station attendant of this service station a short time ago, and I asked him to tell me what happened this morning.
I did the emergency procedure, repeated that procedure, but I was working there because we didn't know the intensity of the fire. Neither the fire brigade knew about that. But suddenly the police and the fire brigade rushed in and they rushed me out of this petrol station, and they said it was not safe, and I saw the huge cloud of smoke outside, and it was like huge fire.
Now the building behind me is still very hot and there are fears that it could collapse. So the firefighters you can see behind me are cooling the building down to prevent it from completely falling apart. You can see one of them is wearing that mask because the smoke coming out this morning has been so toxic. Most of the firefighters have come out with completely black faces. Now I want to show you something else. Just right next door, this is the fence of the property of the neighbours right next to this fire. Now they were being evacuated at about 2 a.m. this morning when they heard the sirens ringing out across this area in Dural, across this business centre. They were just evacuated to friends' houses, and it's not yet known when they'll be able to come back in because firefighters are still working on this area, stabilising it. And of course what happens next is fire investigators will be looking at what exactly caused this blaze.